Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mil7 Gaming, and today we're taking a look at a replay from World of Warships. This is me playing. You can see I am in a Tier 5 Japanese destroyer, Mutsuki. It's a Tier 6 match, about half and a half Tier 6 and Tier 5 ships. 3 destroyers, 4 battleships, the rest is cruisers. So I've played this game for quite a while, off and on. I played a lot early on. I started playing in beta. In fact, there's a little red flag flying on the ship there that says I am a beta, one of the beta players. But I took a very long vacation from it. I've always kind of watched videos of it, jingles and such, mostly as far as that goes, and kind of kept an eye on it, but haven't played much. I've got about 850 matches in at this point. I'm a slightly better than average tier player, I guess. I've got like a 51-52% win rate and a KDR of like 1.3 maybe. So you know, I kill more than I get killed, I guess. So slightly better than average, or just above the middle line there, which I guess still leaves me firmly in average. It's not great. I tend to like these Tier 5, kind of Tier 4 to Tier 6 matches is probably my level. Although I have played up to Tier 9, Tier 10 being the top level. So I used to play cruisers a lot. That was kind of where I lived. My best ship, according to the stats, is a cruiser. I believe it's a Russian cruiser, actually. But since coming back, I found that the meta has changed dramatically, and especially kind of mid to high tier cruiser gameplay's changed dramatically, and it's a much more kind of careful gameplay than it used to be, and I tend to play fairly aggressive, as you can see right here. Now, I have had some UI problems on just this replay. Every other replay seems to be fine, but this one seems to be causing me problems. You can see that the map at the bottom is not updating with friendly ships. It will update with enemy ships, but not with the friendlies. So I've just entered the cap circle, and lo and behold, there is another destroyer there. Put a couple shots out, tried to get some torpedoes out, but at this point, they are very, very hopeful at best because he's going to maneuver around in there. So I decided not to put any more out. Take a couple more shots, hit my smoke generator. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't show my guns or my torpedoes on this replay either. Normally they would be on the bottom of the screen there as well, so you're not going to be able to see as they come off cooldown, and neither will I. And the other thing that doesn't show up is the indicators for torpedoes. They don't follow the torpedoes. They pop up wherever they pop up, and then they kind of sit there. So I narrowly avoid those. I put a couple in, but again, very hopeful. Don't really expect anything out of it. So at this point, I'm kind of sitting here. I'm seeing that our team has started capturing the base. So their destroyer is either in his smoke screen just on the other side of the buoys there that you can barely see cutting through there, or he's abandoned the cap circle altogether. So I'm going to sit in here for the moment and just kind of wait and try to get the capture done before anything else happens, just to get some points ticking up. We are in the process of capturing all three, although B has gone back and forth a little bit. So there's probably somebody in there who's taking shots from somebody, and that resets his cap progress. And we just lost A. So it looks like there was a destroyer seen there as cap circle too. So I'm guessing our guy on that side, and we did have a destroyer over there as well, backed out of it. We can maybe look. Yeah, you can kind of see down there. So we'll see. So at this point, I've been detected by Hydro. So somebody's got a sonar ping on me. And so I'm not really hidden at the moment, so I need to get moving. Do take a couple shots at the destroyer who has shown up again. We do have a cruiser there with us. We're not probably going to be able to see who it is. Sorry about this spinning around there. But it's Carrasco there. I believe C4R is how the beginning of his name is spelled. He also manages to dodge some torpedoes. And the two of us are going to kind of try to duke it out over here amongst their two destroyers. Eric Rios and their Mutsuki there. I guess we could look over here as I dodge those. Detonator yellow. Now, Carrasco already managed to take out that one. So now it's just kind of hanging out there. A lot of torpedoes in the water. They're going after him hard. I've kind of backed out. I'm trying to play a little safer. I'm not great at it, but I did run away rather than run forward this time. Partly because Carrasco was there, and so we could kind of split different ways and see what we could do. This guy's obviously turning quickly. He's not very far away. I wish the HUD was working on this one so you could kind of see some ranges, but he is pretty close. We have about an 8-kilometer range on our torps, and I got that kill, and I wasn't sure how I got it the first match, but It's a lucky strike, I believe. Again, with the HUD not working, stacking everything up, I'm not really sure how I got that kill. Still to this day. But he died. That's all that counts. Another destroyer in the smoke there. Kind of zoom in a little bit, it disappears. That's a game issue, not a replay issue, unfortunately. Gumball got somebody with a devastating strike there. So we are losing right now 3-4. We've lost 3 carriers. Or 3 carriers, 3 cruisers. Like I say, cruiser gameplay at this point is difficult. Destroyers tend to just delete them instantly. When I'm on a battleship, I can't hit a cruiser to save my life. The dispersion of the shells, they rain around them all day long. But when I'm in a cruiser, guys are raining in, 20-kilometer shots and just instantly deleting me with every single shot all at once. So now you can see it did show that there is a destroyer in there. I'm going to take a couple shots. I know there's that battleship out there around the edge. I'm just kind of hoping he's not going to be able to see me or get shots off on me while we sit there. Torpedoes coming in from the other side. Again, not sure who's over there at this point. I believe it was one of our other destroyer that's still alive. So I don't know. Maybe that was Carrasco. Carrasco's the Nicholas. Was it the Daruda that was in there with us? Might have been saying all the wrong. But he gets hung up. I get the shot. Easy enough. In the meantime, we've got a smoke screen up, which is good because that guy's sitting right there waiting for me. And yeah, he's got big guns. Big guns. I decided to take the shot since I'm in the smoke anyway. We may as well. And my torpedoes obviously aren't up because I just launched them. So we're waiting for those to get reloaded. And then maybe we can run out. We've got a minute left on this smoke screen, so we've got a little bit of time. Again, it's really, really annoying to get this... Oh, gave me the devastating strike. I'm just seeing that, again, with the UI doing what it is. Oh, for the second one. Yeah, the devastating strike was for the second destroyer, because we hit with all the torps at once. So we've got 2 kills so far. And those things are just sitting there in the background instead of stacking up top like they're supposed to. Now, at this point, capture area is going up again because he's left the capture area. And I believe my torpedoes are just coming off cooldown. So I'm thinking I can sneak out here, find him, get my torps off. Yep. Before he sneaks around the edge there. And then hopefully dodge back out. Now I am detected. Again, I've got a standard detection range of about 6.2 kilometers and a torp range of about 8. So I do have almost 2 kilometers that I can sit in there and get torps off without anybody seeing me. But he was obviously closer than that at the moment. So luckily he can't turn those guns very quickly. And for whatever reason he turned them off of me. And then just sails straight, I think. Now he is accelerating as he pulls away, so I don't remember if any of these torps hit or not. Did I get one in there? No, they all managed to sneak out, so. I took the shot based on the edge of the island there. I couldn't really go too much farther anyway, and we just happened to hit it. And I just figured, you know what? He's going around. He's not aimed at me. Those guns are pointed somewhere else. I can take a few shots. And I do so. Somebody got some torps in on him, even if it wasn't me. Probably Carrasco. No, yep, it was Carrasco and the Nicholas. And he got his devastating strike. So this is a game where Carrasco and I do a fair amount of carrying early on. And then unfortunately, after doing my best to win it for the team, I managed to lose it for the team. There we go, good torp. See, I said nice things in the chat. He's got a smoke screen up there. So we've pretty well cleared up this side. I've got a couple kills. He's got a couple kills, I think, at this point. And so now it's time for us to just kind of start to slide over to the left, the west there, and see what we can pull in. I know it's hard to see because, again, the HUD's not updating, but we're just turning past those that island at the top of C there, north of C, as we kind of run over. So this one's beginning to wind down. It's fairly even left. They've got 5 ships left. We've got 6 ships left. We do have a points lead at this point, which is nice. We carry a points lead more or less right to the end, I believe, when we lose it. Now, I missed while playing, I think, where Carrasco gets killed, so we'll have to try to pay attention to that here. I think that's him right up there, kind of floating around without anything over his head to our left. Again, because our own stuff's not doing there. So we've got a cruiser there. We've got Mark in Missouri. We're in the Monto Cuccioli, which I'm assuming is an Italian cruiser that I don't know anything about. Sneaking around the corner there. We have 2 battleships left, so life could still be a little difficult for them. And they've got almost everybody up around these islands here. They've got a couple in front and a couple in back, as I recall. And you begin to see those as we kind of float around. Ferrucci took a few big hits there. I think he should be more or less out of target range now, though. I'm not sure who that is, actually. It's not Ferrucci. That's him right there to our left. He's sailing in just off to the left of our scope there on the left, doing a quick turn there. I'm assuming those are his torps running in the water in front of us. So at this point, we've got a guy over here. And I don't remember if I dumped torps on him or not. Clearly, I at least think about it. He slows down a little bit, doesn't have a lot of health left.
Engine boost deactivated.
I decided to wait for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think because I figured I needed to get the guys that were right in front of me there. Because they were about to detect me. And then I could kind of run around there. And save him for another day. I think he just decided he wasn't an immediate threat for me. I was just going to pop that. Now, nobody's shooting at me at this point. So torpedoes are out, but nothing's happening. So I'm kind of hanging out. I was thinking of ducking around the island that way, but those shots fired have convinced me otherwise. So I've ducked back in here. We're going to have two of their 3 battleships inside, 1 outside, and that cruiser that took a shot at me earlier on the outside as well. So 2 inside, 2 outside. He, luckily for me, just kind of sailed straight. And, you know, we get a couple... Well, we get enough. I think that's my 3rd kill right there. There we go. Lucky shot. So I got, I'm guessing, a hit on his powder room. Whatever they call that. But essentially 1 shot was enough to get the kill. That cruiser made him regret shooting you. So now we're going to slide around here, and I'm detected. I'm just trying to get out. I probably could have been shooting at this point, but I want to be able to escape and run away again. And if I shoot, it expands my detection range quite a bit. So it's just kind of get the torps out and then throw up a smoke screen. Is that what I did? Yeah, that's what I did. So now I can shoot without fear. We got a minute and 11 on the smoke screen. We can kind of take our time. Now, a destroyer that's not shooting at you is probably lining up torpedoes. So sitting here and just pausing and going straight after what just happened was probably not a great idea. And you can see I made him pay for it. So that, I believe, is my 4th kill. At this point, it's me, Ferrucci, Flat Top Warrior in Wyoming. And we had whoever in Missouri who wasn't in Missouri. We got a lot of people named after ships that they're not in. So now it's just kind of, what am I going to do? I think I'm waiting on my torpedoes to come off cooldown here as I slide back out of the smoke here. So I know that there is still this cruiser up here around the corner. And there's a destroyer down south of us. So the cruiser is, I think, fairly accurate on the map there. And you can see, yeah, he's just right over there. We got out of the smoke, and he's there. Now, I think I'm in range at this point, but he's running away from me, so the torps aren't going to catch him in time. He's going to be gone before anything can get there. Now that he's turned, he's going to be behind that island before. So my thought is I'm going to loop around this island, this first one that's just up here to my right up there. And I'm going to loop in between those two and try to pop out. He doesn't know where I am at this point. He doesn't have detection. I think I can pop out, get a close range torpedo strike on him, and finish him off. And that will get me my Kraken award, which you get for 5 kills. And despite the fact that the game says I have 5 kills in this type of match, it hasn't ever given me Unleash the Kraken award, or the Kraken award. So I have 5 kills, but it didn't give me the award. It doesn't show up in my profile, even though it says most kills in a match is 5. So I'm not really sure why that is, but there's some issues. So I'm sneaking around here. We are up on points, and at this point I pause and I think, I don't need to go out there. He's got me detected on sonar. I can back away and we can win this match. It's 2-on-2. We hold 2 of the 3 caps and we're up on points. But I've got 850 matches and no official Kraken award, despite 5 kills in the past. So I take the chance. Unfortunately, I just don't have time to get those torps off. Another split second and they would have been out. Not even a second. I needed a fraction of a second. And unfortunately, because the radar hit, he knew I was there. I thought he was going to be a little farther out and I'd have a little bit more time. You can see so did Tread, who's cheering me on there in the game. And that's it. That's it. From here on out, Carrasco runs. He runs south. He's actually... Is it going to let me... not going to let me move on with the head. He's actually pretty close to where he shows up on the ship right now. He runs south for a little bit, loops back up, and we lose this one at the last second. Points kick over, and they win it by a few. So I'm going to pause or cut ahead. I'm not going to pause. I'm not going to make you guys sit through the next 3.5 minutes, him running away slowly. And we'll be back to see the final tally at the scores at the end. And, of course, the bugs that caused the UI to go... crashed the replay just as soon as time clicked off, so we didn't get the final end screen. But suffice to say, that's my best game since coming back, probably from an overall points, and definitely my best from a kill standpoint. This is the Mutsuki right here. You can see kind of how it's set up. I'll give you a quick look at the commander. Essentially, I've just put points all straight into torpedoes on this one, and you know, we're slowly working it. If we go to profile here, we can take a look at kind of the overall stuff, and you can see 843 battles played, 51% victories, 1.17. I'm not as good as I thought. I was thinking it was closer to 1.3, but it's still positive. So I'm still claiming slightly better than average, or at least on the good side of average. We'll take it. You know, and then I think if we go to co-op, this is essentially against the AI, right? 94%. It's not always all players against all AI. It gives a 30-second countdown, it gets to a can, throws them in, and fills all the rest with AI. But so we do pretty well there. But hopefully everybody's co-op battle victories are good, right? And I've got, what, another 100 battles in there. So ranked battle I haven't done. Did I do the old one at all? I did. I didn't do very well, 38%. 2 warships destroyed. And you can see the Sims was my best ship there. Everything else was more or less 50%, with a not very good showing in the old Mutsuki or the old Cleveland, but it is what it is. So let's come back up here to random battle, because this is the one that's important. Let's see if we can find the Mutsuki down here. We'll see just how bad or good I have been in it. Not good, as it turns out. There's the old one. 33% is all. And you can see, but I've only played it 3, so 1 and 3. So that was my one good one. 2 defeats, 1 battle survived. That was clearly not the battle you guys just saw. I'm averaging 2 ships destroyed, but 6 total, so I guess 1 each in the other 2. Something like that. Lots of torpedoes. We've done a little bit of damage on spotting, or other people have done some damage on my spotting. Most warships destroyed 4. 73,000 damage to ships, which was that mission right there with 1,000 XP. So not too shabby. That's kind of it. I would say that my best ship, I think these are very few plays. 1, 3, 1, Baltimore, old. These are all, well, I guess this is in random battle, so I guess this is it. I can't believe I've played 7 tier 1 matches against people in this, but clearly I have, and I've done well. I'm not sure that counts, though, because they are tier 1 battles, so the people who are playing, you better have a winning record. Tier pits, I bought a long time ago. I haven't played very much, obviously. I do like the Gremiashi. Also Destroyer, 69% wins out of 26, so that's, I guess, probably my best real ship. Dursky's 3. I don't think, well, we've done, again, tier 3 St. Louis. This is lower tier. not great, but we've got a pretty win percent. You know, we've got almost a 2-1 KDR in that one, which is pretty good. The Atlanta used to be really good. It's not nearly as good as it used to be, whether it's just nerfed or there's just been power creep and everybody else is just better than it. This was my go-to in the past, and you can see I've played 44 missions in it, and had a pretty decent mission. Is that it? I was thinking the Murmansk. I've had a couple losses in the Murmansk, but 60 battles played, 57 victories. This is kind of the one I was thinking of was my best, but and maybe reasonably with a KDR of 1.44. I've done well in a Wyoming, I guess. Tier 4 battleship, KDR of 2. Is that my best KDR of like higher? There's a 3 in the Erie, but again, Tier 1 doesn't count. Fubuki is a 2. Farragut. Yeah, 1.96 in St. Louis, again, just a Tier 3. You're kind of Tier 4 and up. You know, I think Tier 1, 2, Tier 3 are people that have just been playing the game for a couple days, or people that are down there just slumming to get lots of kills. You know, it definitely happens. Yeah, I'm not really seeing the 2.5. Oh, again, Tier 1. Never mind. Doesn't count. Shenyang. Yeah. So I would say Gremyashki is my best for victories. And I don't remember what it was down here. Wasn't the Atlanta? I've lost it. 2 in the... Wasn't there a 4 up here somewhere? But was it the St. Louis or something like that? I don't know. I've lost it, whatever it was. I'm just clicking now. I'm just clicking. So maybe the Fubuki. Oh, now the Erie was 3. Kuma. Yeah, I don't know. Murmansk is still pretty darn good. Wyoming's pretty good. But I guess the Gremyashki right there. Again, not a great KDR, but it's a destroyer. Destroyers aren't supposed to live, right? Really what you're judged on, I think, in a destroyer is victories, not KDR. And how do you help with spotting? How do you help with capturing points, that sort of stuff? You can earn your points in other ways with a destroyer. And I just like playing out in front of everybody else. So I think we'll end this one here. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't know that we'll do a lot of these, but this is what I'm playing the most of lately. You know, if you are a World of Warships player, you know, send me an invite in here. You know, we'll get on, play together. If you really want to win, that's the way to play, is to play with voice contact in a division. Otherwise, you're just taking your chances. You're never, I don't think, going to be significantly over kind of that 50% win rate if you're just relying on other people knowing what they're doing. You have to be really, really good to carry a team of random players on a consistent basis. And I'm not, but you know, you want to work together and boost those stats a little bit, you know, or if you're in a clan, you know, let me know. I'll be happy to play. And I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.